In order to maintain my sanity as a YouTuber, I have to talk about the things that are on my mind and not what I think everybody else wants to hear. I have to vent my frustrations, I have to be happy about the things I'm happy about, because if I'm not, I'm going to be quite upset. Being forced into strict content creating rules is frustrating to say the least. So yes, another Xbox One X video because I am extremely excited for my console's arrival. But I wanted to talk about something, and it's gonna be labeled as fanboyish, but just so you know, and I've said this in previous videos, I know all of the pros and cons about the Xbox One X. I know about the potential bottlenecks. I know that 30 FPS games in 4K isn't as good as 1080p 60. You cannot tell me anything I don't already know. I don't think the Xbox One X is perfect. It's just exactly what I'm looking for my Xbox library. I already know PC's better. I have a gaming PC. That's what I'm recording this on right now. I don't need a lesson. But that's kind of what I want to talk about. Now, I do think, and listen very closely to this part of this video, I think the Xbox One X, because it is a console with hardware and specs like a gaming PC or any other console before it, and you can look at those specs and figure out what the hell's going on, it should be criticized and reviewed and talked about like the device, like the tool, like the electronic toy that it is. So to Xbox fanboys out there, don't get upset when people tell you that the processor's weak in the Xbox One X. That's something you have to know and look into and learn about before you decide whether or not you want to put your money on it. Don't call PlayStation fans triggered. Don't call PC fans triggered. It just makes you look juvenile and ridiculous. Yes, I know I've tossed the word triggered around on my channel, but mostly in jest. What I'm noticing is somebody saying, I don't care about the Xbox One X, I don't want a 4K 30 FPS machine, and then somebody replies back, oh, you got triggered, ha. That is extremely idiotic. If someone doesn't get the selling point of the Xbox One X, then it's not for them. If they don't look at it and think, that's something I need, then no, it's not for them. They're not triggered for stating that opinion. If someone looks at their game library, their PC, their PlayStation, or their Xbox, and they go, I don't need an Xbox One X, that has no value for me. I don't care if Battlefield will get a smoother frame rate. I don't care if Call of Duty would load faster. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I just want to play my games on my PC, my Switch, my PlayStation, my original Xbox One, my Xbox One S. Because honestly, the best value for console buyers in terms of money for what you get is the Xbox One S bundles that are out right now. And I said Xbox One S, not X. God damn that thing's name. I just want to call it the Scorpio. So that's my little message to Xbox fans. There is a place for the console war. It's a war of no consequence where we all just do what we want anyway, regardless of who the winner is. Because hey, Xbox fans, Sony's been winning the console war in terms of sales and quality in their games for the last couple of years now. They've been winning, and you've just been still playing your Xbox. The Xbox One X isn't going to go make a PlayStation fan go out and buy an Xbox because they gotta be on the winning side of the war. The war is of no consequence. Now yes, PlayStation fans, a lot of them acted really immaturely. They acted extremely toxic towards anybody that didn't play on a PS4. They were acting like PC elitists even though their games just ran slightly better than the Xbox One and still miles below PC. It was just kind of strange. So getting a console that's more in line with a high-end PC, where the performance and visual fidelity of the games are completely dictated by the developers and Microsoft will have no parity requests or anything of the sort, it is impressive. It is a bragging right. And if you're an Xbox fan with Xbox friends and a ton of Xbox games, this is great. But do not go around calling PC players triggered because they prefer their 1080 Ti's. And if it was up to me, every Xbox One X enhanced game that is normally running at 30 frames per second should have a 900p or 1080p 60 FPS mode, but I know that processor might end up being the thing that kills that idea, even though we're already seeing some games that are boasting about that, one of them being Gears of War 4. But when it comes to PC fans talking about the Xbox One X, it's just really funny to me. Now, I've watched so many videos on the Xbox One X, I've read so many articles, I've seen so many things, some biased, some very not biased. And what I can gather from the common consensus is that the Xbox One X, if nothing else, is a great value for the money if you're an Xbox One owner with a large library of games. What you are getting for $4.99 is actually pretty impressive. I've even heard hardcore PC fans saying the same thing. I say PC fans as if you have to be a fan or there's a fandom around PC. No, PC gamers are saying that it's a good value. But there's some people out there that are like, I don't want to play the Xbox One X, I have a 1080 Ti. Look, the 1080 Ti is like $760 for a graphics card. It's an amazing graphics card. It's one I wish my computer could run. I don't even have the power supply for that shit. The 1080 Ti is a goddamn beast, but it costs over $200 more than an Xbox One X. And hell, for $760, you could build a PC that could rival the Xbox One X. For under $800, you could build a really good PC that could fight the Xbox One X. Yeah, so no shit, if you have $760 just to spend on a graphics card, it's gonna run games better than a $500 console. Good, yeah, duh. And again, back to Xbox fans, when a PC gamer says, I don't want an Xbox One X, I have a 1080 Ti, they're not threatened, they're not triggered, they're boasting. It's just kind of being stupid in my opinion. Again, you're comparing a $760, what I consider to be an extravagant graphics card, you're comparing that against a $500 console. So no, they're not triggered, but I would like to know, which is it? Because I keep hearing two different things from PC gamers. You can build a 4K 60 FPS gaming machine for under $500, no problem. Just use used parts and go to Craigslist and maybe have to give out some blowjobs, but you can do it. And then there's the people that are like, I spent $5,000 on my gaming rig, so yeah, it's better than your stupid console. Like, the fuck is it? Can I build a native 4K 60 FPS gaming machine for $500 or under? Or for the bragging rights, do I need to be spending just $700 on the graphics card alone? My $1,400 gaming PC sitting next to me right now, after 3 years, is showing its age. Because when I bought this PC, the GTX 980 was the big expensive extravagant thing, and now it's the 1080 Ti. The PC gaming market changes very, very quickly, much faster than consoles. I doubt Microsoft will be releasing any more consoles for the next 3 years after the Xbox One X. And frankly, they have no reason to. And when it comes to how console optimization works, throughout those 3 years, the Xbox One X should get better in terms of the way it runs games and is performing. Because after a couple of years of any console's life cycle, the developers start realizing the best ways to treat the software and the hardware, and then you get dramatic game differences like the differences between Battlefield 4 on Xbox One and Battlefield 1 on Xbox One. Now, the hardware will only get older and it will only be more outdated in 3 years, but developers will be more comfortable with that hardware within the next 3 years. But in the next 3 years for PC gamers, are they going to have to get the next Nvidia card that costs $800? Are they going to have to get the next Intel i8 processor? Keeping up with PC, and I mean not just like, you know, running your PC well for the next like 5 years, I mean keeping up with PC is way more expensive than what I pay for Xbox Live. And again, this is coming from somebody that does a fair amount of PC gaming and will be upgrading his gaming rig this spring. But this video's gotten a little messy and I'm sure I've irritated some people, and for some reason I feel like I said something wrong earlier in the commentary. I keep scrubbing through it and I can't find what it is, but maybe you guys will let me know in the comment section if I said something wrong. But yeah, to summarize the video, PC fans are not triggered over the Xbox One X, they're not threatened. If there is a threatened PC gamer out there that's upset that there's actually a decently spec'd console that's going to be on the market for a decent price, that person has a lot of growing up to do, just the same as the person who thinks a PC gamer is triggered has a lot of growing up to do. In fact, a lot of Xbox One X users are probably going to be more triggered and more defensive because they know that even though they're getting a really powerful console, in terms of gaming hardware, they're still behind. And that can't feel good. I personally, in that regard, don't care. I know how console optimization works and I know what I'm buying into. Now, you might be onto something when saying PlayStation fans are triggered or threatened because that's the same market. The PC market is completely different than the console market, something maybe that's what I meant to say earlier. The gaming market between console and PC is dramatically different. Comparing an Xbox One X to a high-end gaming PC is like comparing a roll of tape to a paperclip. It's incomparable. They're two different things. PC will always be ahead. You're not gonna win, Xbox fans. I'm not gonna win. I'm not gonna rub my Xbox One X in everybody's face. and say, ha, your PCs are nothing compared to my console, ha! But like I said, the console market's completely different, so you might have something when you're telling Sony fans they're triggered, and that is part of the fun with the console war. You know, PlayStation fans did it to Xbox users over the last couple of years, and now Xbox users are going to do it to them, and they're not going to like it. They're going to watch a Digital Foundry video and see Xbox One X games running at better frame rates, higher resolutions, using more PC Ultra settings, and PlayStation fans are going to be defensive, and Xbox fans are going to be aggressive and probably really toxic. It's the fun of the console wars. But even though PlayStation, PC, Switch, and Xbox One X owners all play games, the big difference is that out of those things, the PC is in a completely different bracket of gaming market, at least in my opinion. Even the comparisons I made in this video seem silly to me because I know that I'm comparing apples to oranges, paper clips to tape. It just doesn't make any sense. But I do think PC owners should really stop the whole, oh, I have a 1080 card, I don't care about the X, oh, I have this processor, look at my liquid-cooled $2,000 gaming PC. That needs to stop. You're comparing something you spent extravagant amounts of money on to a console. Yeah, you're always gonna win. I hope you feel real big. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of negative comments telling me I'm butthurt, telling me I'm autistic for buying the Xbox One X, and PlayStation fans saying that the Xbox One X doesn't do that much more than the Pro. I don't know, I've done my research, I recommend you do yours if it's anything of interest to you. I'm excited that I don't have to re-buy all of the games that I play often on PC. I'm glad that I just get to keep all those games on a higher end machine. That's really cool to me. And to all the PC and PlayStation fans that are saying, oh, good job on the Xbox One X, that's going to be really good for Xbox players, you know, and you're being mature, stop it. Get in on the war, man. Be toxic. Be an asshole. Fucking rub your TIs in everyone's faces. Talk about how the PlayStation's not that much worse and it could get better. Stop being so mature and gracious and kind and acting like some sort of gaming community. Ugh, it's so gross. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the video. I have no idea what I'm going to call this video, but it's going to be catchy. It's going to get me so many views. It's all about the money, baby. It's going to be a masterpiece.